On October 10, 2025, US President Donald Trump announced a sweeping 100% tariff on all Chinese imports, set to take effect on November 4th. Alongside this, he declared strict US export controls on any and all critical software, marking one of the most aggressive trade actions in modern history. Trump said the move was a direct response to China's tightening export rules on rare earth minerals, materials essential for semiconductors, clean energy devices, defense systems, and electronics. The tariffs will double the cost of all Chinese goods entering the US, adding to existing duties of around 30%. Trump argued that Beijing has long exploited US trade dependence and accused China of weaponizing its dominance in rare earth exports. He warned that America will not tolerate economic blackmail and said the tariffs were necessary to protect national security, jobs, and innovation. The software export ban aims to prevent US technology, particularly artificial intelligence, cybersecurity systems, and advanced chip design, from reaching China. According to Trump, the restrictions cover any and all critical software tied to defense, semiconductors, or cloud computing. This measure effectively deepens the technological decoupling between the world's two largest economies, already strained by years of mutual sanctions and export controls. Financial markets reacted sharply to the announcement. Global stocks fell, with technology and manufacturing sectors seeing the steepest declines. Analysts warned that the new tariffs could trigger a fresh trade war, disrupt global supply chains, and raise consumer prices worldwide. Economists predict significant inflationary effects in the US as the cost of Chinese imports, from electronics to household goods, rises sharply. Beijing condemned the decision, calling it an act of economic aggression. Chinese state media hinted at retaliatory measures, including tariffs on US agricultural exports and possible restrictions on American companies operating in China. The move also casts doubt on a planned meeting between Trump and Chinese President Xi Jinping at the upcoming Asia-Pacific Summit. Experts note that this escalation threatens a fragile truce that had been forming between Washington and Beijing. It could further fragment the global trade system, forcing nations to choose sides in an increasingly divided economic order. Tech analysts warn that US export restrictions will accelerate China's efforts to develop self-reliant technology ecosystems, potentially leading to two parallel global tech networks. Trump's announcement may strengthen his image as a hardliner on China, appealing to domestic voters who favor protectionist policies. However, critics argue that the tariffs will hurt US consumers and businesses while deepening geopolitical instability. As the November 1st deadline approaches, the world watches closely, uncertain whether this bold move signals negotiation leverage or the start of a new trade war.